Race On is the latest release from the Simbin studio. Race On is known for its touring car championship, the STCC and WTCC. But in this new version there's also the Formula Masters, the US muscle car and the 2008 Camaro Cup Challenge. There will be 16 new cars to drive on 12 new circuits, adding to those from Race 07. What you will eventually end up with is 39 types of cars, racing in 17 different categories, on 47, yes, that's 47 different circuits. It really doesn't get any cooler than that. And believe us when we say you've never seen graphics this good. Never. Champions editors, Codemasters has already featured the DTM and V8 supercars in its TOCA saga, such as Gianni, Morbidelli, and alpine ski racing star Kristian Ghedina.
It features some of the top-class cars in all the world, from the top manufacturers such as BMW and Audi and Jaguar, for instance. As I said, it's mainly based in Italy because many of the tracks are Italy-based. We have Monza, we have Mugello, for instance, that are known worldwide for other championships such as Formula 1 or MotoGP. And then we also have Vallelunga and Misano, for instance. But then we also have tracks from all over the world, and for instance this year we have introduced Portimao and Kyalami from South Africa and Portugal, as well as Valencia or something like that. So it's, as I said, getting bigger and bigger every year.
The championship looks to be fueled with very promising ambitions for the seasons to come. The idea of producing a dedicated video game seems to make a lot of sense. The Milestone Development Studio is well known among motor racing fans because it's developed the official world's superbike game for the past 2 years. So, mastering the physical motor for a racing game is not a problem for the Milan-based studio.
Milestone had the expertise of four wheels that they abandoned in the last few years, focusing on SBK, but at the same time they could work starting from there, and well, more a thing of expertise and know-how about how to make a four-wheel game than the real asset moving or stuff. So we had the physics from the core engine of SBK, so that the word is, physically speaking, behaves exactly as the real word. And at the same time, we had to bring the four wheels in and tune the suspensions and all that kind of stuff. Well, the playability is a key point of this game. So without the real tuning, the real focusing on a brand new approach to the game, to their physics engine, it wouldn't have been possible.
To render a certain credibility, the editors will have to try to remain as loyal as possible to the real thing. The game will have to be precise in the modelling of the cars and circuits. There will also have to be a real coherence in terms of how they handle. The developers will also have to find a right compromise between the arcade style and simulator. The editors are lucky they can count on one driver who's a big video game fan, Gianni Morbidelli, who's collaborated in the past with Simbin in putting the final touches on Race.
It's actually in between. So as we believe that one of our strongest point is to be as accessible as possible to any kind of gamer. But at the same time, with the crowded environment of racing games with cars, we needed to focus in one particular area. So we haven't gotten too much deep into simulation, and at the same time we haven't decided to put it on the arcade side so that you can crash cars and have accidents that are just spectacular, but well, it ends all there. It's a track-based game with arcade inputs, but at the same time you can go deeper into simulation and tune your car, as well as receive telemetry data from the race you play. So I mean, it's a huge variety of possibilities.
Superstars V8 Racing will be released in the weeks to come and will be a direct competitor of a Race Pro and Race Driver grid. The latest offering from Codemasters will be sold for a very attractive price of €50. The updates, whether they be new circuits or liveries, will come in the following months. The game looks to be a nice alternative while waiting for the major releases